social conversation analysis.
Because speaker di Banda betul.
Okay, the first one I would like okay, first I would like to tell you what is the social dimension in SLA. Social dimension is site or environment where the learner acquires the language itself. Why the learner needs a social environment to acquire or to master the language. The second language is because in social they can practice all of their language skills such as reading, listening, speaking, and writing. So all of the language skill can be practiced in social because social is one of real context when we want use language itself. Okay, then interaction is social. Next, okay, what is interaction? What is social interaction in SLA?
Sorry ya. Kamu sekaligus moderator. Moderator dan penjawab kamu.
Okay, sir.
Kamu yang menyimpulkan, kamu yang nanti setelah Nora nanti ganti moderator. Siap-siap saya tunjuk, siap-siap. Dan silakan berdoa sebelum.
Agak lebih.
Setelah dia presentasi, kamu nanti simpulkan dulu apa.
Social interaction according to Vygotsky, a psychologist and socioculturalist view of language acquisition. He said that social interaction is explanation of language development, emphasizing the role of social interaction in language acquisition. It means that the role of social interaction, the role of social interaction, which influence the acquisition, the second language acquisition of the learner itself. Well, so what is the interaction? Interaction is when individual, and then individual and group, or group and group do give response, talk, and give also respond, can be in writing or in speaking. Next. Okay. According to Vygotsky, he said that social interaction have important roles in second language acquisition because in social interaction is a comprehensive environment, comprehensive way when the learner want to acquire the language itself. The first one is input. Input can practice in social interaction, and then output, feedback, and social context and the culture. Next. Well, in input, it means that when the learners get the language and accept or memorize it in their brain. And why I say social interaction as a comprehensive way or environment to acquire second language, it's because in input the learner can see differences between them and the native speaker in using the language, second language itself. Such as like this in English and Indonesia, to pronounce some letter or word is some letter is different. Like we say a, but in English e. So by social interaction with native speaker, it's make us know the differences, how to pronounce word, how to form word, and how the syntax or such as in our language in Indonesia, or in our mother tongue, there is no 16 tenses. Almost we say at the same pattern in sentence. Such as if I say saya pergi kemarin. In Indonesia, it past, right? Because there is kemarin as adverb of time, and in English it will be in present. If I say now, saya pergi, the verb is not changed, but it will be different in English itself. In English, when I went to Jakarta yesterday, and if I go to Jakarta right now, I say I'm going to Jakarta today. So the using of the verb is different. That's why by social interaction with our native speaker will make us know the differences in the using language itself, and then get something new directly. Well, in input we can get the language or that's it's not only understand what is the meaning of this word, what is the meaning of this sentence. It's not only about it, but how we use the language itself. That's in which use language, it means of food. So by social interaction, we not only hear the native speaker, but we can also respond. We give our response to the native speaker itself. That's what we call the output. Because in output we try to use the input or the language that we have been acquired, and in output we practice productive skills such as reading and speaking and writing. That's in context speaking, we can learn to pronounce word right and then to make utterances, and in writing how we convey our idea through sentence, how to write. Not we produce by ourselves. Not only we know, but also we use our understanding in language itself. We practice to write and speak actively, and then in output reduce their scaring to make a wrong statement. Okay, by practice a lot in our social interaction, we can reduce our scaring. Sometimes because in Indonesia and English it's so different in pronunciation or word, it makes us feel shy or scared to speak up, because we will feel said it our grammar is wrong. But in social interaction, by social interaction we can practice it more. So by practice a lot, at least we can reduce our scaring to make wrong statement, and then reduce anxiety and unconfident. Still related with point 2, second point I mean, sometimes we feel unconfident and then we feel nervous. That's why by practice a lot we can reduce both of them. And then in social interaction also give us stage to produce the language itself in writing or in speaking. Next. Okay, Feedback means, in short term, it means that response from the native speaker. Not in social interaction, like when we say in feedback, there are two feedback, explicit and implicit. The example of explicit is correction. Correction means that when the native speaker, when we say some wrong pronunciation, then the native speaker can correct us. This one the correct. That's the example. Such as I say water, and the native speaker give feedback to correct us as the explicit feedback, such as water. So that's the correction. We can get the correction and we can get feedback from our social interaction. And then implicit. There are confirmation check, clarification request, and comprehension check. Next. And then social context and cultural. Ladies and gentlemen, when you want acquire language or mastering language, it's not only about remember or memorize or just practice, but we also need to know the social context. When I should use this word, when I should this word. So different context will different word or will different statement that we convey, such as a word that like this. My grandma was dead. I said my grandma was dead. In formal context, I say like that. But we can when the native speaker give correction to us, so we can improve that. They will say that you should not use that, but also you may should pass away. It's more polite in English. So by social interaction, we know the context of the using of language itself. So it will more polite, and when we in abroad or at the social that use second language itself, at least we don't make culture conflict. And then in culture conflict, ladies and gentlemen, in acquired language, maybe we have mastered English well, but when we visit the country that use English, but we don't know the culture, it will make us feel culture conflict kayak gitu nah. Culture conflict like this. We don't know that in England it's not allowed to meet new people and then we kiss their cheek. It's not allowed. So by we interact with native speaker, we can know the culture of the language, or yes, the culture of the language itself. Okay, next. Yes, conversation analysis. Conversation analysis is the methodology to analyze the speaker and hearer behavior. In conversation analysis, there are three parts to analyze that. The first one is turn taking, the second one is sequential design, and the last one is repair. Turn taking, it means speed up, and then repair by, like I said before, repair means that can be like confirmation, such as feedback that I said before. Can be such as what do you mean like this? If we don't know, we may ask what do you mean like that, and your pronunciation is uncertain, maksudnya belum tepat. So this one the repair. So by conversation analysis, we can know the way how to interact with the good way. Conclusion. Okay. Why I say social interaction is important in second language acquisition, because all this is the comprehensive environment when we want to practice all of our language skills, such as reading, listening, speaking, writing. So we can get an input, and we can produce the language by the output, and we can get the feedback from or correction from our partner or the native speaker itself. And by the social interaction, we can know the social context, the use of language itself, and we can know the culture itself. Because when we have known the culture, at least we can reduce the culture conflict when we at the real place with the native speaker itself. And conversation analysis is as the methodology to analyze the construct of thought in interaction. Yes, like I said before, conversation analysis. By study conversation analysis, we can know how we have to type, to talk, and then we can arrange our world with a good way, with good pattern or structure. And last, we can get the